Let me just explain what's going to happen this morning. There's actually going to be quite a lot of information that we are going to try to give to you. And what you need to know is just to relax about that, not to worry, because everything that we give to you this morning and more will be communicated further on through the website, through emails, through text messages. In fact, all of these sessions are going to be available on the website in the next few days. So don't worry and think that you've got to get everything right now, because there's going to be a lot of information, particularly if you're not used to running. Put your hand up and wave if you are not used to running and you're kind of wondering what on earth you're doing here. Okay, for you particularly, there's going to be quite a lot to pick up, quite a lot to learn, and you just need to know it's going to be okay. What I really want you to pick up this morning is the motivation why we are doing this, why we are putting ourselves through this kind of pain, what we're trying to accomplish, and the impact that that has. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the background, why we're doing this. And then we're going to have a little session with how to actually get started with running. Then later on, we're going to look at how to do the fundraising, because really, it's not about the running, it's about the love. And love that can help raise cash that can change the lives of thousands of people around our globe and around our city. And then we'll just end up with some final things that you need to know. And we'll intersperse that with some times that you can talk amongst yourself, you can discuss things in groups, and we'll see how we get on. But I want to share this quote with you. It's a quote that someone passed on to me, and I read it yesterday. It's from Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook. And he said this: "A squirrel dying in front of your house may be more relevant to your interests right now than people dying in Africa." Now let's just keep that quote on the screen for a moment. He was actually asked about the Facebook news feed. Now if you go onto Facebook, you know that there's this constantly updating feed of information that tells you all the things that your friends are doing. And a journalist in America asked Mark Zuckerberg, why do you incorporate this into Facebook? Why are you so intent on giving this barrage of information and news, which is really about trivia? So-and-so's become friends with somebody else. Someone else likes this particular picture of a kitten. Why do you need to keep updating that information? And he then said these words: "A squirrel dying in front of your house may be more relevant to your interests right now than people dying in Africa." We're here to do Love Running because we want to challenge that statement. We recognize and understand to a certain extent what our culture is trying to do in terms of connecting people in the minutiae of life. But it is important for us to be fully functioning human beings that have bigger concerns than what's happening in our own front yard. Love Running is a chance for us to expand our horizons. It's a chance for us to think about people that we don't normally see or hear about. The lost, the hidden, the forgotten. The people that have lives that are so radically different to our own that it's almost hard for us to get our heads around it. We started Love Running in 2009 with a simple vision. Wouldn't it be great if we could get ordinary people to do something extraordinary? I was challenged by someone to run a road race, and I'd never done anything like that in my entire life. I thought runners were sad. I thought they were obsessive people in Lycra who had real severe personality issues. And I didn't want to be one of them. And I still don't want to be one of them. But they said, listen, when you run, you're actually putting yourself on the line to do something for others. You're paying the price so that someone else can benefit. And it really inspires people. And so, having done my first race, I thought, this is great. You know, we could do something. And we had a dream of having 50 people run the Bristol 10K in 2009 and raise money for the poor, the oppressed, and the needy. And it turned out that we had 300 people sign up. We raised £72,000. The next year, we doubled that figure, raised £143,000. And that means to date, Love Running has raised £215,000. We say we do this for the poor, we do it for the oppressed, and we do it for the needy. And over these last 2 years that we've done Love Running, one constant thing has been a part of our fundraising, and that is the poor. And we identify, we can't changed the whole world. But there's one country, Zimbabwe, that we have had a connection with for years. And we partnered with this organization, World Vision, which is the largest development agency working in Zimbabwe. And actually, I had the privilege of going with a small team of others to visit what was going on in Zimbabwe and how our giving and our love had impacted that region. So I'd like to show you a video right now. Some of you may have already seen it. But I'd like you to watch again this video of what happened when we went out to see the impact that Love Running has in real lives in Africa. This is Love Running in Zimbabwe.